Hi students, I am Namita and I have come up with the new video of chapter Federalism, Political Science Standard 10th. This is part 3. In this video, I will discuss two topics with you. First, what makes India a federal country? And second, how is federalism practiced? Let's begin with the first topic, that what makes India a federal country. As we all know that India is a union of states, although it did not use the word federation, but the features of federalism applies on the union of states. The constitution originally provided two-tier system of government, that is union government and the state governments. Later on, the third tier of the government was added in form of Panchayati Raj and municipalities. All these tiers of government enjoy separate jurisdiction. The Constitution clearly provided a threefold distribution of legislative powers between the union government and the state governments. It contains three lists. First, union list, state list, and concurrent list. Union list includes subjects of national importance such as defense, foreign affairs, banking, communication, and currency. At present, there are 100 subjects are there in union list. State list, it contains subjects of state and local importance such as police, trade, commerce, agriculture, and irrigation. At present, it has 61 subjects. And the third one, concurrent list. It includes subject of common interest to both central government as well as state governments, such as education, forest, trade, unions, marriage, adoption, and succession. At present, it has 52 subjects. Both government can make laws on the subject mentioned in the list, but in case of conflict between the central and state government, the laws made by central government would be preferred. Now it is residuary subjects. The matter which are not included in any of the lists is called residuary subjects. Central government has power to make laws on residuary subjects are called residuary power. The sharing of power between the union government and the state governments is basic to the structure of the constitution. The parliament cannot on its own change this arrangement. Any change to it, it has to be first passed by both the houses of parliament with at least 2/3 majority. Then it has to be ratified by the legislature of at least half of the total states. Judiciary play a very important role in proper implementation of constitutional provisions and procedures. In case of disputes between two governments, that is central and state government, the Supreme Court and High Court makes decision. Now we will discuss about how is federalism practiced. Let's see to it. Constitutional provisions are necessary for the success of federalism, but are not sufficient. The real success of federalism in India can be attributed to the nature of democratic politics in our country. This ensured the spirit of federalism, respect for diversity, and desire for living together. Let's see some of the major ways in which this happened. The first one is linguistic state. The creation of linguistic state was the first and the major test for democratic politics in our country. Many old states have vanished. New states have been created. In 1947, the boundaries of several old states of India were changed in order to create the new states. This was done to ensure that people who spoke the same language lived in the same states. When the demand for the formation of states on the basis of language was raised, some national leaders feared that it would lead led to the disintegration of the country. And after that, the formation of a state on the basis of language was stopped. Second, language policy. The second test for the Indian Federation is the language policy. Our constitution did not give the status of national language to any one language. Hindi was identified as official language, but later on English also given the status of official language. According to the constitution, the use of English for official language was stopped in 1965, but due to the opposition of non-Hindi speaking states, it was again central government responded, and by agreeing to continue the use of English along with Hindi for the official purposes. Promotion does not mean that the central government can impose Hindi on states where people speak different language. Now the third one, center and state relationship. Restructuring the center and state relationship is one more way in which federalism has been strengthened. In 1990, there was the rise of regional political parties in many of these states. This was also the beginning of the new era of coalition government at the center. Afterward, this central government also, due to the regular interpretation and laws passed by the Supreme Court, then after that, the power between center and state government was completely separated, and central government cannot interfere in the working of state government as it was used to do previously. With this, student, I will end this topic here. Again, the next topic I will bring in next video. Till then, bye.